We all know that when once we buy anything out there in terms of electronics or kitchen items, it comes with a manual on how to do it, except real life issues. God put us here and gave us enough knowledge, knowing that we can always figure things out. So we are out here trying our best, hoping that our best will be good enough. That includes parenting. Welcome to today's episode of Because I Can. Today I'm here to share my thoughts as always. On this channel, we talk about everyday life issues, and today I am here to talk about what someone described as African parenting is more like a regret kind of parenting. So I don't even know what to title this video. I'm just reacting to something someone said that really, like, I was thinking, why would anyone think that African parent their kids in a manner in which another person would see it like they are regretting why they had those kids in the first place? I don't know if I'm sharing the mindset of everybody or I'm sharing the belief of everybody. As an African, we were born to be successful no matter what. There's no excuse why you should not be successful. So, as a parent or as an African parent out there, every African parent expects that even if they have 20 kids, all 20 of them will by the grace of God will be successful. So I think that the reason why we are so strict with our kids, we are so upfront with our kids, we are so like whatever you guys are describing as a regret form of parenting, or why you guys see it as regret, is a fear of failure. We do not want our kids to be failures. We do not want an issue where you will be thinking that, oh, if I have done this, it would have come out better, or I didn't do this, that's why this child or that child didn't come out well. So we are always on our toes, and we are also always putting our kids on their toes so they don't fail. Another worry is that we don't want our kids to come in contact with the kids of people who have who see discipline as regret. We don't want our kids to come in contact with such parents. Okay, someone who feels that discipline is regret. How do you think he or she is going to raise his or her child if they have one? So one of our biggest fear is that we want our kids to know the good and bad from home. And so they'll be able to make decisions in just in case they come in contact with someone who do not take parenting seriously or who did not take discipline seriously and have allowed, and he or she thinks that the best way to raise a child is to let the child do just absolutely anything the child wants to do. We Africans, or we African parents, our biggest fear, one of our biggest fear, is letting our kids come in contact with such kids who has no discipline to corrupt our kids that we have taken out time to discipline at home. And again, we always pray that our discipline will sustain our kids just in case they come in contact with people or kids who have zero knowledge about discipline, who have zero knowledge about respect, who have zero knowledge about appreciation, who have zero knowledge about sacrifice, who have zero knowledge about care and love for their humans and their parents. Because for some reasons, I feel that most parents or most Western parents think that it is okay to, let me just say, most Western parents adopt gentle parenting. Gentle parenting, for some reason, I'm talking from my own point of view. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section. Feel free to correct me in the comment section. I think African parents have zero knowledge about gentle parenting. We are always harsh. We are always like, it looks like we are harsh, but I would say from my own knowledge or from my own opinion, I would say it is the fear of failure that make us so hard on our kids. It has nothing to do with regret. There's nobody. We all know what we should do if we don't want those kids. I think every adult know what to do if they don't want a child. So if a mother or if a mother and father of a child have decided to bring the child to the world, that has nothing to do with regret. Our biggest fear as an African parent is to have a loser as a child, or to have a child that is of no use to his or herself, let alone the society. So if you see us discipline our kids, if you see us yell at our kids, if you see us do whatever that we do, it is from a place of love. Trust me, it is from a place of love. We want the best for that child. If we could go as an African parent, if we could go out there to grab success for our kids, trust me, we will do it. So please, let's just have it clear. There shouldn't be any misconception that African parents form of parenting is a regret kind of parenting. There is no regret whatsoever. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you are anywhere and you hear someone say that the way Africans raise their kids is like they are regretting why they have those kids, what would be your reaction? Because I'm like, let me bring it out here. A lot of people are having a misconception about the way that we parent our kids. We just want our kids to be the best that they can be at everything, be it academics, be it in their personal life, be it morals, be it like we just want them to bring us joy and happiness. And we should be that mother and father that will say, I am so proud of this child. We don't want our child to be the reason why another parent will shed tears. We don't want our child to be the reason why we ourselves we are not happy. Another thing I heard a person say was that African parents keep reminding their kids of all the sacrifices being through for their kids, or all the sacrifices that they have done. I don't know how to put it. They say African parents are always quick to play the sacrifice card. Like they'll explain to their children, I've been through this, I've been through that. Of course. Let me put it out there that most time, if you do not tell someone what you are going through, they might not understand. And we all know that they say, catch them young. For you to teach your child sacrifice, respect, um, appreciation is it is from when they are still young. That is when you want them to understand what you have put in place for them to be where they are. We are not trying to, it's not a card that we're trying to play. We are trying to teach our kids what sacrifice means. That it is okay to sacrifice for one another as you grow in life. Most time, one of the mistakes that we make, and this is still my opinion, if you don't tell people what you are going through, like I said, they might not know. If you do not tell your children, this is what your father and I are going through, this is what we are doing to make life okay for you guys, they might not know. They might be preparing your children and letting them know that life is not easy. It's not any way a form of regret. Most time we don't tell our children what we are going through, thinking that, oh, we don't want to burden them with all of that. There are some things that you don't tell them, but making a mistake of making the mistake of making your kids think that life is easy is a hard mistake you're going to pay later. And that again is in my own opinion. You could tell your children, let them know that life is not easy, so that when once they go out there and they find it hard, they'll make up their mind to say that if my parents can succeed, I will succeed. If every other person that I know that have been successful can succeed, irrespective of how hard life is, I could succeed or I will succeed. Let's prepare our kids. Let's let them know that life is not easy, but against all odds, by the grace of God, you will succeed. Like they say, if you can think it, you can do it. So let them know that life is not so palatable, but if you can think it and if you push hard enough, you can get all that you want in life. And that is the African way of parenting. Just grow up without any form of appreciation. Trust me. You want your kids to really know what you went through, and that's when I feel that when they grow up, that sacrifice is the reason why they will love you so much, because you had other options, but no, you chose to sacrifice your happiness, your joy, uh, luxury, maybe going on vacation and buying yourself luxury things, and you say, no, I'm not going to spend my money on that. I'm going to save it so my children will have to go to college without any student loan. My friends, they just get up and go on vacations. But no, I'm saying I don't want to go on vacations. I want my kids to go to college without student loan. And I don't see anything wrong in that if I have to educate my kids and say, oh, this and this is what I should have done. But I'm saying I'm going to save this money for you so you can go to college without a student loan. To me, that is you growing and teaching your children what sacrifice means, so that when they grow up, they can also do it for their siblings and also do it for their children. So it is not a blackmailing game. It's not a game of you're just playing a game of you're always showing your sacrifices on their children's faces. Yes, I believe in telling people what you do for them so they will know that you are going through. Sometimes, if you do not tell, like I said, if you do not tell people all the steps that you went through to being where you are today, they might not even appreciate. People, what you don't know, you can appreciate. Or how do I put it? If I'm not using the right word, correct me in the comment section. If you have the right word, just let me know in the comment section. Because right now, I'm all over the place with emotions. Like, why would someone just put other people's culture down by saying African parents form of parenting is like a regret kind of parenting? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. We are happy to be Africans. We are happy. We love the way that we are parenting our kids. We are not saying it is the best, but we hope that the way we put in our best, it will be good enough when the time comes. We don't know any other way, or we are still learning. I could yell. It doesn't mean I don't love my kids. But sometimes we just feel like, oh, we are giving so much. We want you guys to pick up so quick as well. That is what African parenting is all about. Sometimes an African mother do not need to say a word before she wants her child to understand where she's coming from. That is a kind of smart kids we are raising, that we do not have to spell out everything for them to know. So at the time, an African mother, it's she's eyeing you, she's communicating with you with her eyes, and you do not understand. That irritates her. That is not because she's regretting that you are her child, or I don't know what other people think. But I feel that Africans, the way that we parent, we don't have it all, we don't know it all. But by the grace of God, our children will come out top in whatever they do. Our children will be role models to every other people or any other child around them. Our children will be celebrated. Like when I hear my kids teachers, not one, not twice, they say, we are lucky to have your kids in our class. We are lucky to have them. It gives me so much joy. And that is what we live for. We live that our children will give the world joy as much as they give us joy. And I pray for every African parent out there today that we don't know it all, like I said, but by the grace of God or in partnership with God, we will succeed irrespective of what anyone thinks about our kind of parenting. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next episode.